All right, hello everybody, and I'm going to show some recent vinyl, finds. Okay, this is the first one. This is the Clash, the very first LP they put out. Oh, and that was the lyric sheet I just showed you. Here is the LP, and here is the jacket. And this is the promotional copy, but it's in really good condition. Didn't have to pay too much for it. And it has the lyric sheet in excellent condition. And the American version of the first Clash record, I think, is just a little bit better, maybe even a lot better, than the European version that keeps on getting all the repressings. This one has Clash City Rockers on it and Garageland, and the one you see for sale at Tower Records does not. I don't know why. You think they would add the extra songs from this thing along with the songs from the European version and make just a better product. But anyway, that's the Clash record I picked up. All right. I went to the Hamtramck, the Sanctuary, the Gimme 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 music, record videotape swap meet, and I picked up this Subhumans record, Death to the Sickoids. On the flip side is Oh Canada. This one is on white vinyl, and I don't know if this is a repressing, but it sure looks like it. All right. Here is a Nun's Laughter picture disc that I picked up. There's the band, and on the flip side is Acid Witch, which is kind of a heavy metal sludge doom type thing. And here's what the record looks like. A great little picture disc of two scary, scary bands. And I don't know if they're both from Ohio, but it just doesn't matter, just as long as they keep on doing stuff like this. All right. Oh, and this picture disc says Stoned Out Satanic Special Issue. Okay, here we go. This is a flyer that I got from the Outer Limits Lounge when I went and saw the Ignorantes, or Ignorantes, yeah, the Ignorantes, and Frete Norte, and a band whose name translated into English is Dark Future, which is Por Venir Oscuro. And here is, and also Shroud, a band from Detroit played. Here's the flyer from the door. I framed it. It's going to go somewhere in this house. Okay, and here are some records I picked up at that show from the Dark Future Band. And this is their little 7-inch. All right, let's put this thing away. And I didn't videotape this band. I was too busy kind of watching them, and plus they didn't put on much of a show, but their songs were great. They were really good. I was very impressed with them. Here's the LP I bought at the show, and the name of this LP is Escuerosa Humedad. Escuerosa Humedad, and that means disgusting humanity. All right. Came with this poster, which is a big lyric sheet, and then some art on the back side. Alrighty. Let's burn through all this stuff. Oh, and here's the LP jacket for the band. And this is obtainable through La Vida es un mus discos punk. And I think this band is from New York City. Anyway, this is really good. If you're into Chaos UK, The Exploited, you'll dig this band, which is Por Venir Oscuro. Por Venir Oscuro. There you go. I need to learn how to say that if I'm going to show the record. Okay, and let's get into a record that's not exciting at all. This is the Xray Specs, Germ-Free Adolescence. Here's the inside little album carrier cover jacket. Here's the outside Xray Specs. And I'd say 30% of this thing is good. The other 70%, I'm just not digging. Maybe it's me, but I'm just not digging this Xray Specs album. So if you're thinking that that album is going to sound like Oh Bondage Up Yours, it doesn't. All right, let's move on to something that also is kind of a disappointment. All right, this is the Palehead Trait record. And this is the lead singer of Ministry and the lead singer of Minor Threat doing an industrial album together. Here's the jacket. And the Al Jorgensen part of this is out of sight. It's really good. Here's the lyric sheet that came with it. But having the dude from Minor Threat sing wasn't a good idea if he wasn't going to sing as if he was making a Minor Threat record. He was singing as if he was making a Fugazi record, and it just kills the excitement of the music made by the perfect Al Jorgensen. Let's move on to something fun. Every once in a while, I'll order records in the mail, and they will put something like this inside the package to make sure the record doesn't get bent, in transit. And a couple of record companies, since it's being shipped to Detroit, Michigan, especially Green Noise Records, they will do some personal artwork for me. So here's some artwork. Michigan rocks. And they do the little state of Michigan there playing the guitar. It pays to live in Detroit. Okay, here we go. This is Screeching Weasel, some Freaks of Atavism. Yeah, Freaks of Atavism. Side 1 has about 4 really good songs on it. Side 2 has 2 good songs on it. So if you're into the Screeching Weasel, this is not going to sound like My Brain Hurts or any of their stuff from the 90s. This kind of falls short. And the only reason why you buy this thing is to complete a collection. But like I said, there's probably 6 or 7 good songs on this. But wow, the others. They're mallow. Okay, we're going to get into some Chain Whip. I've already showed this Chain Whip record. I'll show it again. They're just that good. Halloween vinyl. Every song on this thing is exciting and fun. And this is the 2 Steps to Hell. record from Chain Whip. I was very pleased with this thing on Drunken Sailor Records. All right, and here is Chain Whip, 14 Lashes. And this one is just as exciting as the 2 Steps to Hell. Here's the, I guess, the insert that came with it. In fact, I don't guess this is the insert. This is the insert. Lyrics and all for this fabulous record by a fabulous band. These dudes sound like they live down the street from the very, very perfect DOA. All right, here's another Chain Whip record. This is Demos 2020. This is on No Spirit Records. And this one is a little less exciting than the, what is this, 14 Lashes and the 2 Steps to Hell. But it's definitely worth picking up. And the record looks like this. And the insert looks like this. It's kind of a very dull insert. Well, that doesn't mean that record's dull. That record is exciting. Okay, here we go. I have shown this one before, but I ran into a new copy of it. So here we go. This band is from Portland, Oregon. It's called The Therapists. This is the Hate Sweats album. Every song on this thing is good. This equals the Angry Simone's Back to Samoa. And you can take that from somebody who just has a lot of punk rock records. This thing can be picked up on Discogs for almost free. And I don't know why, because this thing is so good. Every song on this thing is the most out-of-sight thing you've ever experienced. Especially if you're into the Angry Simones. Okay, here is the limited edition copy of it. And it's an actual grocery bag for a cover that they just spray painted with stencils. Same record I just showed you, Johnny Cat Records. Here's the little insert, which is just like the back of, I guess, the official album. And the vinyl is exactly the same as the first copy I used to have. But the record is so good that if I can get a different jacket copy of it, I'll go for it. The Therapist from Portland, Oregon, Hate Sweats record. Discogs shouldn't have any of those for sale. You should all buy them. It's, you should just buy all these up. What a great Angry Simones type situation that is. Okay, let's get into a situation that is, it's good and it's bad. It's really good and it's really bad. And this is a Dead Kennedys bootleg. And it's live from the Wow Hall, Eugene, Oregon, October 17th, 1984. And it sounds like a recording that your friend would make with, I guess back then, his boombox or something. Here's the jacket to it. Very flimsy. See those three dudes, I guess, standing next to Jello Biafra? I can't believe after this show and probably many others that he didn't fire those three. There is so many mistakes in that, especially the drummer. That drummer is horrible. And if you don't believe me, seek out this record and listen to it. Jello Biafra is the only one on point with the songs. The rest of the band are constantly screwing them up. It's just kind of heartbreaking to hear that thing. But the reason why you'd want to have it is for the Jello Biafra. For what he says in between the songs, for how he's singing the songs, is the audience interaction. That's unbelievably good. The rest of the band, he should have just let him go. I can understand why he doesn't want to get back together and do anything with those three. This record proves Jello Biafra is right to not have anything to do with the Dead Kennedys. All right, let's move on. This is a band I first saw on SCTV. And this is the Plastics. And if you speed this record up, it's the funnest thing ever. Well, not as fun as the B-52s, but it's really fun. And I also got this at the record swap meet. So if you're into like B-52s, Blondie type stuff, the Plastics are something you'll want to seek out. Okay, 3 more records from that swap meet. Boy, are these weird. These are really, really weird. I mean, I like them because I like weird stuff. But, wow, these are weird. These 3 things, and the guy that I bought them from gave me a special on them. And there you go, Psychic TV, dang, I forgot the name of the band that guy comes from. Throbbing Gristle. Oh, that's terrible, I forgot that. This is live in Nottingham, West Germany, May 17th, 1984. Excuse me. What a very, very strange thing. And then this is Psychic TV, live in Toronto, Canada. Doesn't say when, I don't think. Doesn't matter. Very strange. Entertaining. But, I don't know, that's the kind of thing that would put an end to a first date. Yeah, let's put it that way. Put an end to a first date. Oh, geez, here's more. Here's live in Glasgow, Psychic TV. 1986, Rooftop Club. February. Damn. It's the weirdest things ever. Just noisy, groovy, scary. It's not even music. I don't know what it is. But I know I can't stop listening to it. I just love it. All right, here we go. Let's move on to something else. Or maybe we should just stick with Psychic TV for the rest of our lives. Here we go. This is the Descendants, 9th and Walnut. This thing finally showed up. I ordered this thing more than 6 months ago. And here's the little inside sleeve that you slip the record into. And here is the jacket. And this thing is billed as the Milo Goes to College lineup. And I guess these were the songs that didn't make it onto the Milo record. And you can tell why after hearing that. I mean, it's an okay Descendants record, but there's no standout songs on it that compare to the standout songs on Milo Goes to College. None. This is not necessary. It's just if you got the money to burn, buy it. All right, are there any records left? There are no records left. That is it. I have gone from the Descendants to Nunslaughter to the Plastics to saying that Jello Biafra is right for not having anything to do with those 3 dudes that I don't know. They are screwing up that show so bad. It's just heartbreaking. Yet Jello Biafra is just on point. It's like Jello Biafra knew there was going to be a show, and those three said, "We have a show tonight? Oh, geez, we're not ready." All right, that's the